Amazon. Do you have any comment on the progress I'm making with the lumber acquisition? Huh? You seem very comfortable laying all over my papers. This is not helping. Amazon. Oh boy. Well, anyway. Back to work. I went off to Maryland Select Hardwood and picked up 6 1.5 by, so it's 6/4 by 8 inches by 16 feet mostly of unseasoned lumber. For one of them is going to be the keel, and I'm actually going to get some other stuff out of there as well. I may try to cut laminates out of this to try to get I'm toying with laminating the stem, but since the wood's green, I'm not sure that's going to be feasible. But it was certainly going to produce the frames and the keel. And I think I'm toying with some other pieces as well. Got to see if that's going to be able to work. I should have bought more. It was $5 a board foot. We, referring to myself in the plural again, picked up there the 12.5 footers for the strong back and the repaired cross members, and there is a piece of 12-inch by 1 inch by 14 foot African mahogany, which I'm going to use to make the transom. So we're making progress on getting wood, and but as I said, I really I can even smell this lumber sitting outside, and I just got it here a couple days ago. I need to stick it. Driving down the GW Parkway with this sticking out of the back of a 6x12 U-Haul trailer was quite exciting. Yeah, Maryland Select Hardwoods down in the Plata, but I got a really great price on this, so that's anyway. More we're looking for quarter sawn lumber, which they didn't have any, so we need to get that for the quarter sawn kiln dried lumber for the floor timbers. And I'm still not sure what I'm going to be doing about the bed logs, which nobody has 10 quarters. They do have 12 quarters, but they want to sell me a whole board, which would be like $500. And I think we're going to have to do something else for the bed logs. So we've had another trip to the lumber store. This time we went to, previously we went for the 16 footers, the 6 16 footers on the bottom. That was from Maryland Select Hardwood. But we went over to Abernethy Sticks in Kensington, Maryland, and picked up several boards. The one painted red on the end, that's going to be for the bed logs. That's 5.5. Make sure you can read that. 5.5 inches by 2.5, so it's 6/4. This one is 4/4, and it's the The 6/4 is 9 feet long. The next one, the one next to it, this one here, is 6/4. Is that right? 6/4. 6/4. And that's 11 feet long and 6 inches wide. So that's going to be the stem down one end, probably that end. And then I'm going to resaw the remainder and use that for floor timber. So this is all quarter sawn. And then finally this one is 5/4. It's 5/4. And I'll use that for the 1 1/8 floor timbers. The resawn will be for the 7/8 floor timbers. So we're starting to amass some lumber. This and the piece of mahogany back in the other room. We'll be heading to get plywood, marine plywood from Exotic Lumber in Annapolis. And still got to figure out where to get Douglas fir. I may go back to Abernethy Sticks for that. I got to figure out what I'm going to use for that. Well, I guess I should pardon the noise. The road is out of the garage. The BMW is out of the way. The wood's in the driveway, at least some of it. There's some nice peeler that I got. It's 5/4. I'm going to take it down to, probably resaw it down to 15/16 and put the transom together with that, rather than that piece of African mahogany, which I'm finding out is softer than regular mahogany, doesn't quite have the rot capabilities. Also, this is a shy under 15/16, and so the rear boat pattern, the rear transom pattern the outside transom pattern, excuse me, won't be the proper size for cutting the angle correctly. Anyway, as you can see, got the table saw, chop saw, planer, and bandsaw has some room now. These boxes are for all the molds that I'm about ready to put together. The rest is for the strong back, which I'm not going to assemble until I get the molds built, the panel, all the preliminary work done. There's a bunch of pieces that have to be made for the hull. So picking up the mast Douglas fir from Exotic Lumber. There were 23 footers. One of the ones they first were going to try to sell me had some checks all the way through it, but their supplier replaced them. These look really nice. I cut them down to 17 feet so they'd fit on the car. And now we can get them home and start putting the mast together. By the way, if you ever want to enjoy a walk through a wonderfully smelling wood shop, Come to Exotic Lumber. Whitehall Road, I believe it's to Annapolis. We just got back from the 33rd Wooden Boat Show in Mystic, Connecticut, visiting my aunt in Concord, and then picking up Atlantic White Cedar from Dara Naval Timbers. I'll put a link with the right name. So, here we go. Got 2 pieces for a breast hook, and I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 15. 15 6/4 15 footers and 4 18-foot 6/4. Anyway, more about this later, but this is going to have to get moved out of here and the truck returned. Yeah, I just was reviewing the live stream for Art of Boat Building and Palm to Pine, or Pine to Palm, with Bob Emser and Ann Bryant from the show. And there in the background is my wife and I taking videos of taking pictures actually of them while they're doing their live stream. Anyway, more of this good stuff later after we get it pulled out and packed up. And then back to transom and stem and etc. etc. Anyway, TTFN.
Are you recording?
I'm recording. It's my son Jim, and we just unloaded all this stuff.
And that's
Thank you, Jim.
that's the mad lad that came up with this.
All right, yeah, take a picture. Just video that. That's all empty.
It's all empty.
Yeah, okay.
It needs to be. We still haven't swept it out.
All right.
It looks like enough. Hey, is that it?
Yeah, hit the stop button. Let me see.
Well, bye everybody. Hope to see you soon.